Hello, hello, and thank you for joining me. I am Paula at Paper Crafts by PRB, and I would like to show you how to make this layered side flip tuck pocket. So the reason why I'm calling it is because you can see it's kind of layered, and then it flips up, it flips out this way, and then you have some side pockets. And here's a vellum page. Here is a tuck spot right here. I didn't put anything in there, but that is a tuck spot. This is a tuck spot, which I did not put nothing in there. And then there's a pocket right here. So on these ones, you would just probably put, let's see if I have a smaller piece. Oh, I don't. You would just put smaller pieces in here that would have to be cut about that short, and then something like you could put a tag in there, a slim tag in there. So I just used double-sided. Here I put a journaling card in there, just a decorative, well actually the vellum is not decorative, but just a piece of vellum right there. And then the front, I put another journaling card, and I put a tag. I did use double-sided paper. Mine is Tim Holtz paper, cardstock. Alrighty, let me show you how to make that. So I've already cut all of my stuff out. I will go over the measurements and show you how to make it. So here's our base piece, and mine measures 12 by 5.5. Okay, if you have directional paper, you're going to have to, so this is going to be this outer part, all of this, no, actually it's this piece right here. It flips up. So we're going to make it like into a zigzag shape. All right. So basically, you're going to, on the 12-inch side, right here, on the 12-inch side, you're going to score it at 4 and at 8. So you're going to have 3 sections, 4 inches wide. So again, we're scoring at 4 and 8. Okay. And then you're going to decide which side. What you're going to do is it's going to go like this and like this. Okay, so it's going to be folded like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, so from here, I'm going to use my bone folder here. Okay, so again, excuse me. So here's a 4-inch score line and here's a 4-inch score line. You're just going to tuck that in there. Tuck that to the back, and you're going to fold this to the front. Okay, deciding which side you want your paper to be on. Okay, right here I am going to put a thumb notch right about there. Okay, so from here, so here is this back part being turned back like that. I'm going to turn this like this, okay, because we're going to create our first pocket. Okay, so all we have to do is glue here and here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. We have to glue here and here. I'm already confusing myself. Okay, so we're going to glue here. Maybe. Come on, glue. Come on, come on. Cooperate for me. That was pretty stuck. Okay, so we're going to glue here. Well, my glue is not cooperating. And we're going to glue here. All right, and then I'm just going to turn that back over like that. And that's going to create this pocket right here. All right. Okay, so let me take a look at my example again. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now I'm going to turn this like this, and right where we have that thumb notch hole, you want to make sure we're gonna make a slanted pocket right here. So you just want to make sure that when you turn this, that this is not covering up your pocket. I have no measurements or dimensions or how far back I folded that. I did not measure that, but you just want to make sure that that you know, you're folding this back. So I'm taking this piece right here. You just want to make sure you're folding it back far enough that you don't cover up your thumb hole notch. Okay, so from there I am going to go ahead and glue this. And a lot of times I do glue like right here where this crease is. That way it kind of helps hold it together a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to glue there, and I'm going to glue here. And that's going to make this little tuck spot right here. Okay. All right. All right. So from there, all right. So from there, our next piece, which is this piece is 5.5. Okay. So it's 5.5 by 4. Okay. So 4 by 5.5. And then it is going to be scored. Okay, so on the 5.5 inch side, it is scored at 1/4, and it's scored at 4. So on the 5.5 inch side, we're scoring it at 1/4 and at 4. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and, so this is going to create a pocket just like this. Okay, so I'm going to fold that down. I'm going to crease that down. Okay, and then your next piece is going to be your vellum piece. And this is going to be 4 3/4 by 4. So 4 3/4 by 4. And then you're going to score it at 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold that up. My folding didn't go very good, did it? Well, let's see. Okay, so then you're going to bring this piece back in. Okay, let me just show you an example of how this is going to work. Okay, so we have this right here, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the inside here. Okay. And then this is going to go like this. Okay. So then I'm going to take that off of there. We want to glue this on the inside of that. This is going to be a pocket right here. Okay. Put a thumb notch there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my vellum onto this second piece. Okay. So just like that. Perfect. Okay, now this piece, that 1/4 of an inch piece that we scored, that's going to go right here. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and glue that in right now. Okay, so that's going to go on that. Okay. So it's going to get glued right onto that front flap. Okay, I'm going to press that down really good. Bring it back over like this, press it down. Okay, so basically this is what we have. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I am going to glue down this pocket and glue these two sides. Okay. All right. So basically this is how it looks. So there's the front, you open it up, there's a pocket, here's your vellum, here's this. Now what we need to do is we need to glue this together. So right along this line, right along here where we glued this pocket, this front pocket, you're going to put glue right there. You're going to put a little bit of glue on this and a little bit of glue right here. So that'll help hold that shut. And then you'll have that tuck spot right there. All right, so that is basically how you make that. Okay, so I have got a tab that I'm gonna put right here. All right. So this is a really easy, like you could do it for Happy Mail. You could, obviously put it in you could glue it onto the actual page, your journal page. So let me show you. You could glue it like this. I would glue it onto 3 sides, on the back, glue it onto 3 sides, and then you could have another tuck spot up there. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I did make a pocket for mine. So my pocket is the length of this, which is 3 3/4. And then you just make that however height that you want. But the width, the length of it is 3 3/4. Okay, so I am gonna put a pocket there. And unfortunately, look at my pocket is upside down. Oh well. All right. So there we have it. So again, you can put journaling cards in there. You can put tags in there, open it up, and I'll do the same thing. Here's that journaling card. Here's your vellum page. Here is let me just show you. Here is a text spot right here. And of course that is a little too big to put in there. And there's a text spot right there. You can put what have you in there. And then just to show you, I'm just kind of stealing from this one. You have a tag. There's lots of room to put, stickers and a couple pieces in these pockets. It's fairly large. Okay, so I hope you like that video. And if you haven't subscribed, could you please do so? Or leave me a comment. I love getting comments and replying to your comments. All right, so there we have it. There is a layered side flip tuck pocket. All right, thank you for joining me. And until the next video, have a good one.